honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. That's fielded in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Prescott from the gun. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Ready.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They get this again. Jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
95-56. Check right 54. Right 54. Let's go, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Going with a screen for Murray.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 12 yards there and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Prescott now from the 50. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, he's looking low. He's got it at the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans! 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Caught by Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Breeze now to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Prescott now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Anzalone charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Third and long for Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 82 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll wind up. About 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 28-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Brees now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Brees, he fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brees now. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
56, right there, 56. If you don't get this ball,
to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. He juked him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Intended that time for Cooper. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Ready? You ready? Check, check. Lock 54. Lock 54.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they